video.
Because I'm about to introduce the king of the purple. Fresh lines and gents. Fresh lines. Fresh lines. Fresh lines. You know the name of culture. Fresh lines. Culture speaking. Ladies and gents. Fresh lines all the way from Zanoni. Fresh lines and gents. Came on under the king of the purple. Came under the king of the purple. The king. The king is about to ascend the stage. The king is about to ascend the stage. Fresh lines and gents. Let us honor the king. Let us respect. Let us respect the king. The king of the purple. The king of full house. The king of Zanoni. The king of the body. The king. Commando music. He goes by the name of culture. Stephen. This is him. The king of the book is about to perform. Hope you guys are ready. Please line, ladies and gents. Please line, please line, please line. Say Monada. We wanna party. We wanna party.
Hey guys. Want to talk about the event that took place yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, in Tzaneen. The event that took place yesterday in Tzaneen, which is called Monadeni, which is a King Monada event. Now, this event seems to be an annual event, but this time it was a little bit different. People have some things to say about the event because of the balloon which he erected on the stage, which he showed on the stage, which showed a creature that seems to be demonic, or rather, that is demonic. Now, let's talk about that. First of all, Monada did that intentional. He knew that people were going to talk about it. He knew that the message would get out there. It was intentional. So, let's talk about that creature. What actually went down? What does it actually symbolize? What does it actually represent? Some of you, when you look at the head or when you look at the face, you know it is similar to Medusa. Medusa, which we know is an evil entity. It's a demonic entity. It's a fallen entity. Now, that head, when you look at that on the stage of that creature that was erected or that was ballooned there, it has a head, and on the head, there are some things that looks like branches, which people would think that it was like the head of Medusa. But those branches, believe you me, there were branches that were horns. It was like horns. And we know that horns, they are an attributes of Satan and attributes of devils. It was not just snakes or branches. That was horns symbolized there. And when you look at the face, it is contrary to that event. It was supposed to be a place that would bring people joy, where people would be happy. But when you look at the face of that creature, when you look at the face of that image, it was a serious face. You could probably say that it was an unhappy face. It was serious. Nothing musical about it. Nothing joyful about it. It was serious. What did that actually mean? You see, that will show you that was business. It meant spiritual business. It meant spiritual business. When the things of the spirit that are attached to music happens, believe you me, it's business in the spiritual realm. There is nothing musical. There is nothing joyful about it when the devil is involved. Now, when you look at the face, it is not green. Rather, it is pale, which symbolizes death. The face on that image, it symbolizes death. That color, that pale color or that white color symbolizes death. It was showing death. So from the head, everything is a message of the dark kingdom. Everything on the head speaks about Satan. Now, when you look at the hands of that image, it has opened its hands, which symbolizes embracing, control, and initiation. Now, it has to be oversized, it has to be big, so that it can portray a godlike covering over the audience or over the crowd. Now, that's what it showed, that it is controlling you, it is controlling your reaction, it is controlling your love for the artists that will be performing there. And also, it is bringing you into the initiation. That is why it has opened its hands. When you look at the chest or at the stage where the artists were coming out, that was showing you it has the artist, it controls the artist. It is giving you those artists, it is giving you those that music that you are hearing. So rather, this is something that King Munada is associated with. Now, most of you are starting to think that maybe he has just joined recently. Well, he has just come out about it recently. But there is a video that unfortunately I couldn't get hold of. A way back video before Munada became famous, before he became a dominant artist that he is, especially in Limpopo. In that video, he was wearing a red t-shirt. Some of you might find it, and he was with his friend, and it seemed like they had a beef with another artist. There are some words that he said in that video. He was giving the message to the person that he was beefing with, and he said, if you want your songs to be a hit, he said something like, stop taking our songs. If you want your songs to be hit, make your songs, produce them, take them to whoever you need to take them to go and work on them before you release them, so that they can be a hit. These were his words. And in the context of that video, he was actually saying, as an artist, make your music, take that music, and it was not talking about it was not talking about studios, it was not talking about marketing companies. It was talking from the context of spirituality. That take that music that you have made, go and let them work on it, make some incantations, involve it with spiritual side, and release the music. It will definitely be a hit. Now, this is why the man has got countless hits. He understands and he's been associated with the spiritual world for a long time. You probably didn't think that King Munada got to where he is right now by playing safe or by merely a talent. There are many people that are so talented, even people that are even talented more than him. But to get to the level where he is at, it requires him to belong to the society. So yes, he belongs to the society. He is part of the society. It is just that some of the rituals that he offers, they are different. With some of them involve sleeping with different women. But that is a topic for another day. But the whole thing that was happening on that stage, it was not just an art. It was not just about music. It was a message. That is why he played a song that he rarely plays most of the times. When you look at the video, where he says, Van Jerry, they've taken me. It was a love song, but that was more than a love song. It is not a love song. It is a message that is getting out there so that you know who he is. And let me stop here. May God bless you. Shalom.
I don't know if Munada took it so far this year by this creature or whatever, let me just say costume, entering the stage with such a costume, because normally he enters with cows, a couple of costumes. So I don't know this time because it's scarier and I thought of other things, or it's because spiritual people like us, they're saying, hey, this is more spiritual, it's Medusa, it's whatever. But I don't know if he did this purposefully for people to talk about him. But apart from that, what I know, I've noticed in most of Munada's shows, he always dressed up, especially when he's on the bigger stage like this. He always dressed up. And this time he was in Hometown, his normal annual one-man show. So I don't know if we are taking it so far, or it's just there's something behind this costume. I mean, there's a meaning behind this costume. But apart from that, we've seen Munada is always coming with costumes on the stage.